Okay, I believe we are just about to go live. Please give me a moment. I'll make sure everything is working fine and we'll get started. Okay, everything seems to be good. Sandeep, okay, brilliant. It's fine. I think everything is pretty much working the way it should be. Okay, hello and a very warm welcome to you. My name is Ozair and it is 4 o'clock. What's the date today? 19th of October 2020. Every day, every weekday I should say, we go live over here on this channel, as well as Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and go through topics such as Google Ads, digital marketing, video ads, and pretty much anything to do with generating leads or sales for your business. Today I've got Google Ads responsive search ads to go through and refresh your minds and memory as to how you can use these ads to your advantage. They are a great way to test different headlines and description lines. So we'll get started shortly. Hello, Sandeep and Mike. And we have, now that is working fine. Goodness, it's working good. Okay, so those of you who are new over here, I'll go through the session and answer any questions you may have. So please put them along as we go through this session. RH, walaikum assalam. Not sure what your name is, but I presume you are somewhere from India, Pakistan, or maybe in the UK, I don't know. All right, where was I? Google Ads responsive search ads. They take a little bit of time to set them up because we need to put up multiple headlines and description lines. It's not like that expanded text ads where you put in 3 headlines and 2 description lines. You need to put in a bit more. So there's a little bit of work up front, but the returns and the rewards far outweigh the little bit of time you need to write up the ads. But before I get started, I want to show you something very interesting which I noticed recently on Google. So I've gone into an incognito mode, so it does not have any of my searching and surfing history, and I put in a keyword like we do when we go on Google to search for it, and Google is now putting up 4 links to videos instead of the 3 which used to happen previously. So what does this tell us? Video is getting more and more important even on Google, which is huge. Now you'll see and notice all 4 are my videos. Now if you want to go on Google page 1 with very little work, this is the quickest, easiest, fastest, and the cheapest way to rank up on Google One. Not only that, without doing any SEO, I have got my blog post over here as well. So we're going to do a bit more SEO and get that blog post listings above at the top, which I will get pretty easily because we looked at the competitors and they're not very strong, and I will be able to beat them very quickly and easily. So I keep going on about the importance of video, and this is actually another strong indication that you need to get started with video marketing. Doesn't matter whether you feel confident in front of the camera or not, you don't have the equipment or the resources, just use your smartphone, get started, and start putting up content. And I did this deliberately to see whether I'll be able to rank for 3 videos, which I was getting, the 3-pack, which we used to call it. Now it's the 4-pack. And all of these videos we uploaded in June, February, June, and April. Now, this is the interesting thing. So what we do is, once we finish this live stream every weekday, we then download this and chop this into mini 3 to 4 minutes videos, right? So we are repurposing this content. See, this one is 3 minutes and 35 seconds, and this one is 2 minutes and 3 seconds, whereas this one is 21 minutes and 23 minutes. So these two are a snippet of the main video. So we are not creating more work. We are just repurposing the work which is done once. And now I'm going live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, and hopefully very soon we will go live on Instagram as well. So I want to do the work once and expand my audience, multiple times. So wherever my audience is, I can reach them, and that's a touch point in front of them. What we will also be doing is putting up more blog posts about Google Ads for wedding photographers, or whichever niche you want to go after. Pick one up and just keep on putting that content over and over again. I can promise you will get multiple rankings on Google page 1, because this will be difficult to beat. Reddit is a very high authority website, but with all due respect to Alistair Freeman, Chris Giles Photography, and the Springles, I should be able to beat them fairly easily and quickly and get my rankings above them. But as far as video is concerned, it'll be difficult for them to compete with me now, because I have been doing this for 2 years. I mean, I'm not saying that nobody will be able to beat me. Of course, there is always somebody trying to knock you down, but I'm going to give as good as I'm going to get. So I'm not going to give up my rankings so easily and quickly, that's for sure. Okay, so let's go to our today's topic, the responsive search ads. I just wanted to go through with you as to why we are doing this and what are the results we are achieving. And it's not only for one keyword, it is literally for hundreds of keywords. I think we've got over 200 keywords for which our videos are getting ranked on Google page 1. But it needs consistency, and you need to keep on doing this over and over and over again. It won't happen just by uploading 1 or 2 videos. Okay, so now I'm going to take this website for dentists. Now this is exactly what I'm trying to do. Now you must see what I'm trying to do and understand why am I doing this. I can pick up any keywords, but I specifically picked up dentist because I go dentist Google Ads. I only got 1 video so far. I need more. So this is what we are going. And I believe someone sent me a question last week about what's the best niche for Google Ads. It could be any niche. So what I'm trying to do is to consolidate my presence for this niche by having multiple videos, and then we have already started writing blog posts about Google Ads for dentists and so on. I can see my competitors, what they are doing, and how I can increase my rankings to rank above them. So it's for a reason why I do all these things. It's not just I wake up one day and think, okay, what shall I talk about today? It is all scheduled in, and we work in at least 2 to 3 weeks in advance. All of these sessions are planned, and then we start promoting them. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to come on to all these comments later on. All right, so this is the dentist website. They are right across us. So I just searched for dentist near me, and obviously they are the nearest dentist to me. So I will look at the website, see who they are, what they do, and then we start writing ads. So I go into my act. What I'll do is I'll split the screen up. It'll be much easier for everyone to see how I write these ads. Okay, that works. I know it's a bit smaller on your screen, but I won't be able to zoom in a bit more, but at least you'll get the gist. All right, so first thing you want to do is to put in the URL and then the path 1 and path 2. Make sure that you have your keyword in there, which is the dentist clinic or dental clinic or whatever. Then I'm going to look at the web page, and Bupa Dental Care Leighton Buzzard, this is our town. I need to be careful if I am writing an ad with a trademark in it, but if this is for the main company, then I'm sure it will get approved. I'm going to go ahead with Bupa Dental Care Leighton. Okay, 33 characters, take one out, and then I'll go through. I think there was a services page and all the information over there. Go on there. This is ideal. Look, they're giving me all the information I need to write these ads, right? I also saw somewhere which was quite important. This is very important over here. This is our National Health Service, and obviously they are taking on private clients as well. So I will write NHS and private clients or patients welcome. Now, excessive capitalization you need to be careful with. Google might flag this up, but I could appeal and get it approved if it does. Then I will just put in call now for an appointment. What else there is? Free Wi-Fi, parking is good, on-site and on-street parking, emergency appointments. Okay, so that is very important. Emergency dental point. Perfect. Oh, I spelled this wrong. All right. So now as I start writing these headlines and description, you will see that the ad strength is going to change from poor to average to good and excellent, and you want it to be as good as possible. And then you'll start to see all these little light green boxes turning into dark green. Then I'll put in free car parking and Wi-Fi. That's good. Then what I want to do is to put in some more keywords, treatments and services. Now you see these two have started to fill up. That means I'm heading in the right direction. And as I put in more headlines, you will also get ideas based on your website and existing ads. Now, because this is a test account, I'm not getting much, but if it was for a account where you were running dental ads, Google already knows who you are, what you are trying to do. So I will just put that one in over here. And it's amazing how good these recommendations are, because they're pretty good. And all sometimes I need to do is to just keep clicking them and populating the headlines. The other thing which I had noticed on here was that they also treat children as child-friendly dentist. So you can put in children-friendly dentist, and those of you who have done or run Google ads for dentists, you know that it is quite important for children or for nervous patients. It's very important that you do that. Then you can put in something like hygiene. Tooth whitening, something like that. And you can go under the treatments and prices. Then this is also good, wheelchair friendly, accepting dentist referrals, and so on. Let's go to the treatments and see what they do. Okay, so I've got a long list over here. See now, children, adult, sedation, dentures, hygienist, all of these, root canal, these are all good keywords to write for your ads. So what I'm going to do is I had made some notes over here to save some time. I'm just going to copy and paste them, so it will save a bit of time, and then I can go on and move on to the question. We cater for nervous patients, fillings, crowns, and veneers. Opening times is really important. They're open 6 days a week. And then on a Sunday, if they're closed, then you don't run the ads. You schedule them from Monday to Saturday, and so on. Now, what you can also do is you can pin a headline so that this will always come up, because this is what I want to do, is I want to put it, the name or the brand name, right at the top. And now you can see that 2 of these have been ticked off. And although you will get these as coming up as include more popular keywords in your headlines, I mean, I have put in quite a fair few keywords in here, but as the ads start to run through, you will find that it has gone from average to good to excellent. And then I will put in the description. Now you see it's putting up the description, but it's not the full one because it's very little. I can use more character count. You want to use as many characters as you can to utilize and leverage these ads, because if you don't, your ads are going to look smaller compared to your competitors who have used the full 90 characters and the 30 characters over here. So don't be lazy and put in 30 characters, which I've seen quite often. It's just a half a sentence somebody has put in for the sake of it. And to write these, I mean, it's not rocket science. All I'm doing is we offer a wide selection of treatments and services for a range of, and then I just go through this list, for a range of dental implant, dental sedation, dentures, hygienist appointments, call now. And over here we offer cosmetic, teeth straightening, checkups, x-rays, fillings, dental bridge, and more. So all we're doing is just putting these treatments in multiple description lines. I have then re-emphasized the name over here. Flexible opening hours to suit your lifestyle. Discover more about our full range of dental services, including emergency dentist and so on. And you'll find that your ad strength is starting to get stronger, and now it is saying that I need to add more keywords. Okay, let me try. And sometimes it's something really trivial and silly when you put in dental clinic near me. See, just by adding one more line, it has gone a bit darker. So just playing around with the headlines, you'll find that your average ad strength has gone from average to good and to excellent. But don't stress too much about it. Once you start running these, you will see that which headline and descriptions are performing or not. Now, what Google is going to do is going to split test, and you don't need to have multiple responsive search ads in the same ad group, because you got how many? About 12 headlines and 4 description lines. So Google will test 3 of these against 2 of the descriptions against 3 of the headlines, and it's going to just keep on changing the combination of the headlines and the descriptions to see which one is getting the most click-throughs. So it's doing all the split testing, it's doing all the hard work. We don't need to worry about it. All you need to do is to just upload these this ad for once. It's not going to take you more than 15 minutes at the max, literally, because when I was researching prior to the session, I went to this website and I just wrote down some headlines and some description lines very quickly. So hope this makes sense, and this is how easy it is to set up your responsive search ads. So I'm going to go to the comments and the questions now and see what we've got. So if you haven't put in any questions, then now is your chance to do so. So first of all, hello to everyone. Sandeep, for every campaign, we should read Google Ads instructions. You will try all campaigns type. You will test all campaign types for testing. Yeah, you need to do that, Sandeep. It's no point in me saying that, okay, go on the smart campaigns or the smart biddings and don't run manual. No, run everything, test it, and see what's working and what's not working. How can we do reverse engineering with that testing? Well, to reverse engineer something, you need to have the funnel or the ads and see what the only way you can reverse engineer. And I think I know what you are thinking is you want to reverse engineer your competitors' ads. You can't, because the only thing you're going to see is their ads. But what you can do is, well, you'll have to click on the ad, which I don't recommend you do, because I believe in what goes around comes around. If you start clicking on other people's ads, then they're going to do the same to you, and it's not a nice thing to do. But if you really do need to find out what they're up to, then you click on the ad, go to that landing page, sign up to the offer, and then you can see the back end of that funnel. What is the email marketing like, what they are offering, what is the webinar or the downloadable PDF or whatever they are offering. But you can't reverse engineer somebody's Google Ads campaign. How to put new keywords on the website? I'm not sure what you mean by that. You just copy and paste them, I guess. Research through either the keyword finder, or there are lots of other tools like SCM Rush. Find the right keywords, create the content, and put them up. Hi Mike, I'm running a dynamic search campaign and it is now saying learning limited, and it recommends adding keywords, but I can't add any keywords as it's a dynamic search campaign. So what you need to do is to go broad a bit. You might have targeted certain landing pages. So what you do is just go onto the main URL and go broad. And once you start to get the search terms, then you can start to break them into different categories and different sections. So if you were, let's say, if you had a storefront with lots of different products, so you can have a generic DSA campaign running, then all of a sudden you see, you know what, you're getting lots of clicks for your mobile phones. Then you can break that away and write into a different ad group, go into your dynamic ad targets and see if you find Google giving you a category for mobile phones. If not, then you target them by the page URL and write the 2 description lines just for mobile phones and not the generic one which you had previously put in, and then add that as a negative dynamic target into your other ad group and all other ad groups, because what you want to do is to trigger your mobile phone ads from just the mobile phone ad group. I hope that makes sense, and this is how we would do that. Sifali, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Hi there. I'm running a responsive ad. First 2 days I ran it without any keyword, audience and placement. I got 27 clicks, but then I defined all of it, and from that day I've got no impressions. Well, first of all, I would not recommend that you run ads without keywords, because it's just going to go crazy and just got 27 clicks. You may have gone too tight. You need to either, if you have put in I'm just trying to think what you are trying to suggest you did. I got 27 clicks, okay, but then I defined all of it. Well, I'm not sure what you mean by defined all of it. If you put all of them as overlays, then obviously it won't run. And secondly, placement ads, I presume you're running a Google display, a GDN campaign. So you need to tell me a little bit more as to what you're trying to do. But if you are not getting any impressions, that means your targeting is too tight or narrow. Loosen it up a bit. If I'm pretty certain it is a display network campaign you're running, so just target by keyword or by the audience or by the placement, and not all 3 at the same together, because you have overlaid all 3 of them. That's why. And I would not recommend running any kind of ad, be it responsive, display, video, or Gmail. You got to have targeting on your campaigns. Kushal wanted to know if testing 2 RSA is a good idea in a single ad group. Well, you already got what, 10, 12 headlines and 4 description lines. Do you need more targeting? I don't think so, personally speaking. You rather have 2 expanded text ads. Web design and development. Okay. I read your tutorial and run display ad and search ad, but search ad is not getting clicks and display ads get many clicks with it, minutes, but no conversions. Yeah, that's the problem everyone else faces and has. So you got to keep in mind and in perspective that display and search, you cannot compare like for like. Search, you will get the highest intent, and if you are not getting any clicks, that means your bids are not high enough, or you got keywords which have got very low volume, or without looking at it, I can't say what, but these 2 things will be the most common things. Display ads, you need to keep running for brand awareness, top of the funnel, offer touch points, set up remarketing, and then you'll start to see the conversions coming through. If this was so easy, then the whole world will be doing it. Is just throw a few campaigns on search and display and expect conversions to come through. No, it needs a fair amount of work. Sometimes it takes months to get it really right and within your target cost per acquisition. But if you are good and you know what you are doing, then literally you can get it up and running within a matter of weeks. Sandeep, how can we manage client accounts? Just like you would any other account, you get a client and then you manage. So you need to have an MCC account first of all, which is the My Client Center, and then you link all your client accounts to your MCC account. Hi Abby. Are dynamic text ads and responsive as two very different to each other? Tomorrow I'm going to, I think it's tomorrow, I'm going to do display, responsive display ads. So then you'll see that we will be using images, text, and videos on it. Vishal, I have a store and want to advertise in a 15-kilometer radius on both Google Search and Google Maps. How do I do that? So you can do that easily. So you run up a display network ads, and also if it's an e-commerce website, you will need to go on smart shopping as well. But you can run smart discovery ads, which are very good. You will get the top of the funnel traffic. You'll get a lot of clicks, and you build up your remarketing list and that level of, and see the level of engagement if your conversions aren't happening, and then you'll be able to run those ads on Google Maps as well. Abby, my Google account recommended to publish in one of the running campaigns. When I did publish it as dynamic ad group, Google picked up different landing pages which were never advertised on the PPC network. I'm not too sure what you're trying to suggest, but this is where when you are running the dynamic search ads, you need to make sure that the dynamic ad groups and the targeting is relevant to your ads and for that ad group. If you got an e-commerce store, you will find that Google will already see your website and it will say, okay, I've got electronics, I've got clothing, I've got shoes, I've got kitchenware or whatever, and then you set these up as separate ad groups and then write specific ads for each one of them and target them. And the promise versus over promise to clients when we are trying to say about the deal. Okay, is that a comment or are you asking me? Well, don't promise things which you can't keep. And I think what you're trying to say is you want to over deliver. So you promise something and then you give them better results. That would be the way to do that. I would not over promise somebody, and you need to manage the client expectations at all times. Don't tell them, oh, you are going to get conversions within 10 days or 15 days, and after 40 days they will be on your case all the time, telling you, look, you said this and you said that. So you need to first of all have a look at the account, see if they've got data from previous campaigns or not, and if they haven't, then you need to run the test. You will need to spend some money, not waste it. I will never say it's wasting. You'll need to spend some money for testing the campaigns, the keywords, ads, etc. Then start the optimization, and then the scaling comes through. Yeah, I mean, dealing with first client or second client, nobody can teach you. It's the experience. You are going to get better at dealing with clients. All I would say is just get started, get your first client, That would be the first thing, and then you worry about dealing with them and cross that bridge when you reach the bridge. First thing is, if you haven't got any clients, then you don't need to worry about it. And I've said this before, don't overcomplicate, don't overthink, and try to make things harder for yourself. If you don't have a client, then there is no problem about dealing with them. So first problem is to get the client, and then we'll deal with the client expectations. So once you've got your first client, let me know in these sessions, and then we'll worry about dealing with them. And dealing with clients also it takes years of experience as well. You will not get things right. You will make mistakes, and it's all fine. Nobody's perfect, but as long as you learn from your mistakes and don't repeat them over and over again, then you know that you are improving yourself as a person and as a businessman. So I think I've rambled on far too long for today. So thank you all for being here. If you are new, you haven't subscribed, then do subscribe and hit the bell button, because when we do upload something new or go live, you will be the first one to be notified. So I'll be back tomorrow with some more Google Ads goodness. So till then, stay safe and goodbye.